Hello, today we're going to talk about automated communication within your Toolsy account. That could be both email or text, and it really is designed to facilitate communication within your business, and we do this through these templates that are created, and I'm going to go over the template section. This could be for prospects, customers, even internally for your employees. And this will just make your business much more efficient, much more communicative, and automate a lot of those processes to ease the burden of doing that. First off, I want to go over the type of templates that are in this system. And we're going to start off with system templates. And those templates come preloaded into the account when you open the account. And those system templates are really core to the functionality of Toolsy. So it might be, for example, a new lead notification to a salesperson. Well, that template has already been pre-created. You can change the content of that template, but the template's already there for you. And there are some other templates like that as well that are preloaded into the system. Now, a couple things about the system templates. You can certainly pause them. You don't have to use them. And you also can modify the content of those, but you really can't delete them because they are fundamental to the platform, and you very well may want to turn those on sometime in the future. The other type of template is what we call a form template. This template is created whenever you create a new form in the system. So for example, if you created, say, a contract form, a digital contract form within Toolsy, this would automatically at the exact same time create a template that accompanies that. The reason for that is when you want to ultimately send that contract to a customer, this will provide you a template that you can modify and create that is attached to that form. So it will take you through that process when you're, say, for example, on the mobile app or on the web. You'll be able to have a pre-formatted, pre-written email or to be able to send that contract. You can modify it, but this gives you the starting point. So form templates are for that purpose. You also have lead status templates. These templates are created when you want to trigger an activity based upon a status in the system. For example, appointment set or project complete. You can trigger off of those, and that would be a lead status template. And that could also be an email or a text message, and it would automatically send that or prompt to send that when it hits that status. And you can use those for that, and that's really well. And the last type of template is a calendar template. And you can create reminders and other type of calendar triggered events that a template can be sent out on. And this can also be an email or a text. And so those are another template. So there's 4 different types of templates. The system templates that come with every account that are core to the function of the business. There are form templates, both email, well, really just email, that are for when you send out a contract or you send out a digital form, you can attach, it will be attached to this email that is created whenever you create a form. The third is a lead status change template, and the fourth is a calendar template. And so that sounds like a lot, but it really isn't once you get the flow of it. It's very simple to do. I'm going to show you how to create a manual template. So the first thing we're going to do is just go ahead and add a template here. And then you can name the template. You can create a subject for the template, for the subject line, and you can decide who you want to send it to. You want to send it to a lead? You want to send it to a salesperson? Maybe both. CC Lead Alert allows you to add additional people you'd like to send it to, for example, management or admin, and even a representative too, which you can rename that particular title, but that would be for like a project manager, for example. So maybe, and you could decide who you want to send that to. You also can name individual, external emails that are not part of your kind of standard selection, and you could send it to them as well. You also decide the type of template you're going to do, whether it's a lead status change or whether it's a calendar event. Those are really the two you can select from here on the manual side. And then you can decide if it is on a lead status change, which is the default, you can decide which status event is actually going to trigger this template to be sent. And then the send rule really decides how does this, when this status is triggered, how does this template get sent? It can be sent automatically, just as soon as that is sent, as soon as that status is hit, it automatically sends it. Or you can prompt it before sending to allow for edits, or not to send it at all. Let's say, for example, that you wanted to send a template that went out that requested a review at the end of a project complete, and you could put your status as project complete, but you probably don't want to send that automatically because there might be some people you don't want to send that to, right? Or you may want to edit it before you send it. And so you typically would switch that one to prompt before sending and allow edit that would allow you to not send it or to edit it before you send it. And that's just going to pop up on the screen when you hit that status, and then you would decide what to do with it. But there are other ones that you may just want to send out automatically. And so you can do that as well. For example, a good example, that would be like a welcome email to a new prospect. And then you format your email, which is real simple to do. It just basically type in, but you have a lot of different fields that you can map into that email. And so you can pull any of this information into that email, and you just drag and drop it where you want it into the email. And then you create your email template and you save it, and it will automatically populate that information when this goes out. And so that's how you set a manual template. It's very easy to do. And then also you can do the same thing with text messages. The only difference is that the amount of characters that you can use are less. And so you just go over here to add a text, and then you would create that. It's very similar. And then you would also add the fields, but you just are limited to 160 characters on that. Okay. Now on the text messages, there are some limitations. One, this is a broadcast text message, so it just goes one way. It doesn't come back, so it's just a one-way broadcast text message. So maybe it's an alert for whatever reason. We use these, for example, to notify a salesperson of a new lead. It would be a good example of that. And you can do that. So the template section is pretty easy to use once you get the hang of it. And it really, once it's set up, you can kind of forget about it. You don't really have to worry about it. It all is going to happen kind of automatically. We also can go in here and really help you with this. So don't hesitate to reach out to us to go through this with you, to help you set up your templates initially, and to kind of get you into the flow of this. Once the templates are set up, you can kind of forget about them. The status allows you to either make it active or inactive, or pause it. But we can definitely help you set this up, and we're very happy to do that. But it can be completely self-serve as well. And so we wanted to give you an overview of that. So any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you.